Solo Leveling is the most 6 out of 10 storytelling carried by a 9 out of 10 animation budget so that people without a fully developed prefrontal cortex can act like they're absorbing even an ounce of the aura Sung Jin-woo generates in a single frame. It is the Dragon Ball Z for broccoli-haired white Gen Zers. Was that too aggressive? I don't... Let's talk about Solo Leveling. I want to preface this by saying I don't actually hate Solo Leveling. I know I come across really aggressive. I know I talk online like I hate it. I don't. I like to make fun of it, but I like to make fun of everything. And honestly, most of my issues don't come from the show itself, but it comes from the fan base and more specifically, and I guess also more broadly, COVID fans, which I'll talk about all that later. Solo Leveling on its own is not a bad show. It is a good turn your brain off, enjoy the flashing lights for 20 minutes, and then kind of move on with your life. It does not have a whole lot of sticking power, and honestly, if you want my opinion, him crying in front of his mom's like the best the storytelling is going to get. It does not progress beyond there, and it's going to take some time for people to realize it's going to be the same loop over and over and over again. This happened with Demon Slayer already in 2020. Everyone's like, this is the fucking best shit ever. And then they realize like, oh, they're just gonna start doing this cycle of different Hashiras and fight new demons and have to just get stronger and fight another demon and then get stronger and fight another. Okay, so we're just gonna keep doing this. That's what Solo Leveling's gonna turn into. It's gonna be a new bad guy. Sung Jin-woo's gonna get a little stronger. They're gonna beat him. This is the cycle of battle shonen. This is not new. But you don't watch Battle Shonen for the story, you watch it for hype. And that's fine. But when I say this, oh my god, did it need to win all of these awards? Like, I don't know if anyone else has seen the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, which, let's be real, has been kind of a joke the last few years. But oh my god, how many awards did it win again? Here's all the awards it won. Anime of the Year, Best New Series, Best Action, Best Main Character, Best Score, Best Ending Sequence, Best Voice Artist Performance for Brazilian Portuguese, Castilian Spanish, and English. All three of those apparently had the same level of like goated voice acting for the main character, and definitely was not just the most popular thing. It is so overglazed, I swear to God. And again, I'm not saying it's bad, but Jesus Christ, it was not good enough to win that many awards. How did it outperform all these other shows? Oh, it was a popularity contest. A lot of people have already talked about this. In fact, I'm glad I'm recording this video on the 29th because I was going to record it yesterday. Turns out some stuff came out. Yeah, they didn't use numbers, apparently. They just had judges just suggest shows for the nomination instead of going off of any actual data, any ratings.
Previous years, we've ranked them. There was like points to be assigned and things. This year was just like, what would you put here? And then that made the nominations.
They didn't have numerical rankings.
You didn't rank, you didn't assign points.
They just had.
Oh, there was no round two?
There was no round two.
No, they just collated your submitted.
Wait, what?
They just to ask the judges to submit nominations and then averaged out which ones had the most nominations.
And I wondered why they were so bad on the recommendations for like, not recommendations, but like the lineup for who to vote for. Because when I was going through the categories, it was like the same 5 or 6 shows all back to back to back. It was Don to Don, it was Frieren, Kaiju number 8, Solo Leveling, Apothecary Diaries. Best New Series, Don to Don, Delicious in Dungeon, Frieren, Kaiju number 8, Solo Leveling, Apothecary Diaries. Best Original Anime, didn't get to win that one. Thank God. Best Animation, Don to Don, Delicious in Dungeon, Demon Slayer, Frieren, Kaiju number 8, Solo Leveling. Best Character Design, Don to Don, Delicious in Dungeon, Demon Slayer, Frieren, Kaiju number 8, Apothecary Diaries. Somehow, Solo Leveling did not get put in Best Character Design. Good. Best Background Art, Don to Don, Delicious in Dungeon, Demon Slayer, Frieren, Apothecary Diaries. They just put the same fucking shows in every single category. And then it was just a popularity contest on the actual voting. And whenever you have a majority of the audience and the majority of people who watch, just watch whatever is like the current top airing anime, of course, that's going to end up winning because that's what's popular. That's what the masses are watching. It doesn't mean it's the best. Hi, Editing Brent here. I forgot to bring this up. Something that Chibi had brought up was that Season 2 of Solo Leveling, which aired in 2025, these are the 2024 awards. Season 2 finished airing like a week before the awards voting started. So you have latency bias, very, very likely. affecting the voting. I'm not gonna say how much of an effect that had because I don't know. I am not omniscient, but it does feel like that could very clearly also affect it because, hey, you just finished season 2. You probably really like it. If you're watching season 2, hey, you can go vote for the top anime of last year. I know you just finished watching Solo Leveling season 2. Anyways, here's Solo Leveling in the categories. Maybe you want to vote that. Who knows? Now, is that Crunchyroll's fault? No, I'm not saying that, but I am saying that that could have definitely had an effect. Anyways, back to the other guy. But you'll notice ever since 2020, thanks to this handy little graph someone had made showing the anime of the year, ever since 2020, it has just been battle shonen, except for 2023. Okay, Edgerunners deserve that anime of the year. Don't take that away from me. But like the rest of them are all just whatever was popular. Like if I were to ask anyone who like watched Solo Leveling as like their top anime of the season, what aired last season? What aired before Solo Leveling besides Don to Don? How many anime do you think they'll be able to name? There was plenty more. It's just no one watched anything else. The masses don't watch much else. They don't stray too far from like whatever is popular, which is to be expected, but I don't think that should be the case whenever you're talking about like what is the best anime, because if all you've seen are like 3 anime, I don't think I'm gonna trust your judgment on like what the best anime was. If you only watched 2 different anime from a season, I'm not gonna ask you what your like top pick for that season is because you haven't seen enough. You just don't have enough context to be able to judge everything. And I understand not everyone has time to like watch all the anime that comes out. Most people who watch this as an actual job don't have that time, and I get that. I'm not saying that they're wrong for that, but I also don't think they should be a fucking voice of authority on like what is the best and what gets these awards and like notoriety, because if all you've eaten your entire life is McDonald's and Burger King, I'm not gonna ask you which restaurant in town has the best burger, because all you've eaten is shit. Also, I just want to say Dungeon Meshi got snubbed so hard. Holy shit. Dungeon Meshi did not win a single award. How did Dungeon Meshi not win a single goddamn award? Okay, I just had to check just to make sure I wasn't bullshitting. Yeah, Dungeon Meshi didn't win a single award. Somehow. I don't really care that much about the anime awards. It's not like it's that big of a deal to me overall. My problem comes more from this is what the masses think, and the masses are loud. So this is the type of stuff that is going to not only continue to be popular, but it's the stuff that's going to end up getting pushed, which doesn't hurt as much as like a long-time viewer. People who have watched anime for a while are not going to get super hurt by this as long as you just don't care what Crunchyroll says, because people like us would still watch a bunch of different anime, not just whatever the top battle shonen airing that season is, but we'd go out of our way to watch a bunch of different stuff. I've been watching generic Kowloon Romance. That is one of the best fucking anime I have seen in a hot minute. It is so goddamn good. And most mainstream audiences would never even give it the time of day. And I think long term it could hurt the medium, because what's going to end up happening is you're going to have new people, like new people who are going to try to get into the medium. And instead of having longtime veterans be there to, you know, give recommendations on stuff, COVID fans, more or less, are just going to be able to dominate the airspace and give their recommendations, which is just going to be the super generic slop, which, I mean, it's fine, but they're also going off and saying the worst shit about stuff they don't even watch or know about. The number of people I've seen who came in during COVID trying to tell me how Uzagi is pedo Diddy slop. Bud, you just don't know what you're talking about, which is fine. I get that you probably didn't watch it, but if you didn't watch it, why are you trying to give your opinion and act like you have any right to talk about something? You can say from like, oh, from the outside looking in, it's probably this. Fair. But why are you saying it as if you fucking know? How do you know it's Pedo Diddy Slop? Did you watch Pedo Diddy Slop? Shut up. Just, I don't know, this is turning into more of just me venting in frustration. Look, I don't hate Solo Leveling. I think it's overglazed because I think that the masses overall are not stupid. I just think that they are heavily just uneducated. I think it's the best way to put it. There's so much good shit out there, and every season it is like 1 or 2 anime that most people talk about, and I'm kind of sad about that, and I don't know what to do besides talk about it myself. And I want to say again, if If Solo Leveling got you into anime, good, but keep watching. Don't just watch Solo Leveling. Take a shot at some other genres, other shows, just in general. There is so much good shit out there that, like, it's unbelievable. And not even stuff that's currently airing. I would say go watch some of the, like, stuff that's already finished airing, either a few years ago or even a decade ago. If you enjoyed Solo Leveling, good. I'm not trying to take that from you. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I want you to continue to enjoy it. I'm just, I don't know. I guess I'm asking people to try watching other stuff too. I don't know. I guess I just need to get that off my chest. I don't normally make videos like this where I'm just talking to the camera, kind of giving my thoughts. I don't know. I hope it made sense, if anything. I'm very ADHD. My thoughts go all over the place. I know I ramble. I apologize. But I hope some of what I said made sense and maybe encourages someone else to try some new shows. Anime is awesome. It's pretty cool.